Hi, it's John Bice with eXp Real Estate and the Florida for Boomers Network. And I wanted to do a video today about Lakewood Ranch because I get the question all the time, John, what is Lakewood Ranch? Where is Lakewood Ranch? How big is Lakewood Ranch? So I thought I'd do a video with a map here just to show you where it's located and tell you about some of the communities and give you as much detail as I can in a short video. So I've got a map pulled up, obviously, to show you what and where Lakewood Ranch is. So I-75 right here, which takes you down to Fort Myers and Naples. We're about an hour and 15 minutes away north of Naples. 2 hours to Naples, hour and 15 minutes to Fort Myers. So also this will take you to Tampa going this way, or this takes you over to St. Petersburg where the Skyway Bridge is right here. And this takes you over to St. Pete Beach in St. Petersburg, or go see a Rays game over in St. Petersburg. So a rough outline is this right here, which will show you what Lakewood Ranch is. I've heard different amounts. I've heard 40 square miles, 50 square miles. But it is a large piece of land, and it was originally purchased back in the early 1900s. If you remember Schlitz beer, that family purchased it and still owns it to this day. They were going to do ranching. They were going to do lumber, raise cattle. I lived here in 1992 and 93. And as I zoom in here a little bit, you'll start to see the different roads in and around Lakewood Ranch. So this is University Parkway right here. When I lived here in 92 and 93, I was a partner with Outback Steakhouse at the time. University Parkway ended right here and it was a dirt road to get out to the polo grounds that's located out in this area. When I was moving back here from Las Vegas in 1999, a friend of mine who was a realtor said, "Hey, we'll go look at Lakewood Ranch. It's east of the interstate on University Parkway." And I was thinking, there's nothing out there. Well, at that point, there was about 2,500 homes, and it's grown substantially since then. But again, if I zoom out a little bit, so Lakewood Ranch actually runs from State Road 64. Then the next exit down is State Road 70. And then I showed you University Parkway right here, and then Fruitville Road. So that all encompasses the Lakewood Ranch area. Now, one great thing about Lakewood Ranch, number one, master planned selling community, multi-generational selling community in the United States. But 1/3 of this land has been set aside for parks, wetlands, wooded areas, and it will never be developed. So it's a very planned out process how they're doing things. They're not packing as much into it as they possibly can. So it's definitely a controlled build. Another unique thing about it is that University Parkway, which is right here, has nothing to do with a university whatsoever, but University Parkway right here is the dividing line between Manatee County to the north, Sarasota County to the south, and literally it's less than probably a 0.5% difference in your property taxes in Sarasota County as opposed to Manatee County. So the way it works, and people get very, very confused. So this whole area is Lakewood Ranch. Okay. So up to here, this whole square area. So then builders come in and they'll buy a plot of land, not a lot, but acres of land. And then that builder is the particular builder in that community. We have a Del Webb, we have a Crestwind, and I'll show you those in just a second. So that builder, Pulte builds Del Webb, so they're the builder there, and they call them villages. Again, people get very confused when they start hearing the villages of Lakewood Ranch. So instead of calling them communities, they call them villages. So as we zoom in a little bit here, you'll start to see things coming in to focus. Here's the Del Webb that's located right here. 55 plus community, gated, non-golfing, very amenity rich community. I get tons of inquiries about that one. But we've got a little bit of everything for everybody. If you're a huge golfer, Lakewood National is a tremendous golfing gated community. Really, really nice. My recommendation is if you're a golfer, just move into a community, because literally within Lakewood Ranch, I believe there's 8 golf courses just in Lakewood Ranch. And then as you skip over to the other side of the interstate, you've got University Park Country Club over here. You've got Palm Air Country Club where I live. You've got the Meadows Country Club over here. So there's golfing in every direction. You don't have to live in a golfing community to golf. That's something I highly recommend to people. This particular community right here is called Esplanade. I talked in other videos about active adult communities, so not age restricted, but primarily geared towards professional and baby boomers that are retiring. Gated golfing community, but you can pick out a lot that is not associated with golfing if you don't want to have those fees. So I always describe the esplanades that we have here. We have 3 locally. They are amenities on steroids, I like to say, because that particular esplanade will have, I think they're going to have 3 restaurants when it's fully completed, multiple clubhouses, multiple community pool areas, and again, golfing, gated. So just huge amenities. People will ask me about HOA fees. So just look at it as a tier system. If you're living in a regular non-gated community, your fees are going to be very, very low. You go up the next tier, it's a gated community. So you're going to start adding some fees. Then you go to the next tier where they just have a clubhouse and it's gated. That's your next tier. Then you start getting up into the Del Webbs where it's gated. All your lawn maintenance is taken care of for you. Tons of amenities, lagoon style pools, exercise pools, gymnasiums, huge, like 22,000 square foot clubhouse. Then you start going up to a next level. Then you go up to a level of, say, Esplanade, and you're a golfing member. So you have gated, golfing, amenity rich. So the fees just keep going up. On average, I would say with a gated community with a lot of amenities, the average will be about $350 a month. But again, think of it, you don't have any gym fees. You're not paying anybody to do any yard work. My yard work guy is $120 a month. If I need him to trim trees or do something like that, it's even more. I pay additionally to go to a gym. So it adds up very, very quickly. And I don't have a 22,000 square foot clubhouse in my community. So people ask me that all the time, John, where do you live? So I'm over here in an area called Palm Air. If I zoom in, let's see if it'll pop in there. It doesn't show Palm Air, but again, it's Palm Air Country Club. So we are off of a road called Lakewood Ridge. So we're in this area here. And I love it. I mean, our house was built in 1982, but the lots are a little bit bigger. The houses are pretty, standard to where they built back in the 80s, with a living room, family room, might have a dining area, not necessarily a dining room. We don't have one of those, but we're on a lake and a pool and that type of thing. Now, I forgot about, buying a home built in 1982. I'll admit that. And we've sunk a ton of money in a new roof, new windows, resurfaced the pool, new garage door. So doing a lot of those things, which all of these homes in Lakewood Ranch, they're built up to the highest hurricane standards. So your roofs are strapped down to the concrete block walls. You'll either have hurricane impact windows or storm shutters to put up. So very, very well built homes. So big question, where's the beach? Everybody wants to know how far to the beach. So we've got the world famous Siesta Key Beach. We've got Lido Key, Longboat Key, Bradenton Beach, Holmes Beach, and Anna Maria Island. Now, the first two, Siesta Key, it's probably about a 12 to 13 mile drive. So what you do, you come out of Lakewood Ranch right down I-75, and there's a road called Clark Road, which turns into Siesta uh, Drive, I believe it's out here. Actually, it's Stickney Point Drive, then Siesta Drive. So that takes you out to Siesta Key. Locals like to go down here. It's an area called Turtle Beach where you can just pull right up. The crowds aren't there. You can park literally 50 feet from where you're going to be sitting in the sand because everybody tries to jam pack onto Siesta Key. Lido Key, very, very popular right here. On the weekends, there's a sandbar right in here where all the boats gather, and it's really cool. So you take the John Ringling Bridge from downtown Sarasota over. It's absolutely spectacular going over the bridge. St. Armand's Circle, which is an amazing place to shop and tons of restaurants, and then Lido Key behind it. Then you can take Longboat Key. Literally, this is all of Longboat Key right here. I don't know how many miles, but it's several miles long, probably 10 at least. That leads you up to Bradenton Beach. And then again, Holmes Beach, Anna Maria Island, easily probably 35 to 40 minutes away. And part of that is because the bridges that go over there are still the one lane bridge that go either way, as opposed to like the John Ringling Bridge where it's 2 or 3 lanes on each side going both ways. So traffic flows a lot better. But some other things you'll want to know, as I said, anywhere in Lakewood Ranch, the newest mall is called the University Town Center. It's actually, I'm on the wrong road there. University Town Center is at University Parkway right here. So beautiful mall, restaurants all around it, Target there. Then there's used to be called the Outlet Mall across the street, which it's not, but there's more shopping, more restaurants over there. Just to the south is called Benderson Park. And that's where they do the national, the collegiate, and the world boat rowing championships. It's a very nice area. They do triathlons there. They do all kinds of activities. When it's, say, 4th of July, that's where the fireworks are going off. So it's very, very nice. Now, again, from up here in Lakewood Ranch, even up to State Road 64, maybe 15 minutes, shoot out to 75 and down here. Or what the smart thing to do is come down like Lorraine Road to University and come in that way. You're very close to it. It's not a golfing cart drive. A lot of people ask about that. We're not a golf cart drive everywhere. You're encapsulated like the villages. It's not that. Your particular community you'll be driving golf carts around in. Some of the communities, like you could go from Country Club East to the original Country Club in Lakewood Ranch on your golf cart. Drive to Publix. Most of the communities you could drive to a Publix on your golf cart. This is Lakewood, the Country Club East, I'm sorry, over here. And then the original Country Club is over in this area right here. So yes, you could do that, but it's not, like I said, encapsulated where you're going to be driving from down here up to State Road 70 on your golf cart. That's not the way it's set up. And what we like to do now is, I'm looking for it on here, is the new shopping district, which is down here. And it's called, this whole area is called Waterside. Actually, I'm too far to the north again. I apologize. Waterside, right here, Waterside Place. That's the newest shopping restaurant area in Lakewood Ranch. So the homes that are down here, absolutely, you'll be able to golf cart over. Even some of the communities that are up in here, you could take a golf cart and get to the Main Street shopping area in Waterside. So it's a very family-friendly area. As I said, lots of restaurants. They have a sand volleyball court out there. They've got playgrounds out there. They're going to have water taxis that go from some of these lakes that connect to neighborhoods. So you could take a water taxi over to the Main Street area. So it's very, very nice. And again, this is Fruitville Road down here. So this is the most southern point of Lakewood Ranch. What I was going to show you, University Parkway comes out here, and down in this area of Waterside, we have a community called Wild Blue. Very exclusive, only going to be 500 homes. The lots are going from $1 million to $1.5 million. The lot, not the house, the lot, all custom built homes. And then right across the street, you have the Sarasota Polo Grounds, which is basically used year round. There's polo November, December, January, and we go out there and tailgate around the polo field, which is really fun. Nobody's watching polo. They're just out there eating and drinking, having a great time on the weekends. And then they'll use that area also for like concerts in the park when our weather changes and gets better. It's a very, very nice area. We have the Lake Club, which is located up here. I'm talking about some luxury real estate. If you heard that Mick Jagger had purchased a home, they've already sold it, but they were in the Lake Club. The Isles is semi-custom built homes by it's called Toll Brothers, is located right here. And then just beyond that, we have a community that's not part of Lakewood Ranch, which is called the Concession. Very exclusive, probably 2 million plus to get in there. Gated, beautiful golfing community that's completely surrounded by natural Florida landscaping. When you're in there, it almost gives you the feel of being in North Carolina in the mountains with the wooded area around it. Just absolutely spectacular. So I hope that answered some questions for you. There's a ton of things we could talk about. Sarasota, that's why everything has gone kind of to the east, because this area, Sarasota, was basically developed. I mean, it was built out. They've been building in Sarasota for years and years and years. This area down here along the water, absolutely just exploding. New construction, remodels, those type of things. And as I said, St. Armand Circle out here, Bird Key, very exclusive area. And then downtown Sarasota is in this area right here. It'd take you probably 20 minutes from Lakewood Ranch without heavy traffic to get to downtown Sarasota, to the restaurants and things that are down there. Now, our population during snowbird season does go up by about 25%. So yes, the roads get more crowded for sure. And you'll hear about horrible traffic. Well, that horrible traffic is basically right here on I-75 up to Ellington, US 301, primarily because people don't know how to merge here. So the traffic, people won't get out of the fast lane, the people trying to merge in. So in rush hour times, you'll get traffic backed up here. If I went out there right now, it'd be flowing just like crazy. But between, let's say, 8 and 9 o'clock and 4:30 and 6 o'clock in the evening, it's very, very congested. So you learn to take the back roads, like I was telling you, Lorraine Road and a couple of these other Lakewood Ranch Boulevard, and you can go north and south basically as far as you want to go, Fruitville Road past State Road 64. So that's definitely a thing to consider. But I'm here to answer all your questions. We want to be a guide for you. We want to help you find the lifestyle that excuse me, that you're looking for. I'm talking so much, my throat's getting dry. So we don't just want to sell you a house. We want to know what it is you're looking for and the type of lifestyle that you want, the type of community that you want, that you dreamed of. Hey, I'm retiring. I want to go to Florida. This is the lifestyle I want to live. Are you going to play pickleball every single day? I promise you, you're not going to go to the beach every day. You're going to go to the beach 100 times in your first year here, and then all of a sudden it's the beach. You know, you get over it. So it becomes like Disney World, which we're 90 minutes from Disney World, by the way. It gets to be like that. Like when people come to town, you take them out to the beach. So I grew up here. I'm a native. I can help you find whatever it is you're looking for. So feel free to call me. 941-962-7443. You can find us on YouTube, Sarasota, Florida Living, and Living in Sarasota, Florida. Either one of those will take you to my page, and you'll see John Bice on there, and tons of information on there for you about living here, things we like to do, restaurants we like to go to. So I look forward to hearing from you. Call me. You can literally reach me 7 days a week, and I'm happy to get you any information that you're looking for. Okay. Thanks so much, and I hope to hear from you soon.